Hey, yo! Welcome to another wonderful episode of It's the Bottom Line, where we talk about everything going on in the world of sports, entertainment, and everyday life. I'm your host with the most. You already know who I am, but I'm going to tell you anyway for all the new people that's tuned in. Mandrey, Mandrizzle, Davis. And without further ado, I'm about to introduce you to somebody, a divine being that's on this earth. I was with her at the Earn Your Wings tour this weekend in North Carolina. We both performed at the Healing Festival at the Dump and Swap. Man, let's just go ahead and get into it. Our guest, Jess, the divine hippie.
Ew.
Hey.
What's good?
What's going on? Good to see you again.
Likewise.
How you feeling today?
Amazing. Okay.
Amazing. Amazing. Girl, you better talk that talk.
Hey.
I love it. It's a wonderful vibe in here. Hey, look here, y'all. Let's go ahead and talk about the vibe while we at it. Explain what's going on with this Himalayan salt rock.
Yes. So I perform and carry at most places this pink Himalayan salt rock. And what it does is it purifies the air naturally, cleanses out stagnant energy. And yeah, you can definitely tell a difference when it's present and when it's not.
All right. And my bad. You didn't have to do that. I got you. We got a double guest.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and introduce baby girl.
Yes. So this is Baby Goddess Say. You want to say peace?
That is so cute and
Okay,
adorable.
my sidekick.
So where you go, she goes. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Best friends.
So, you know, you're doing music. And what I like about the music that you're doing is it has a message.
Yeah.
Today, we don't have enough of that going on. So I got to ask you, when you fell in love with music, how old were you at that time?
I would say I've been in love with music all my life. At a young age, I was in the choir. At a young age, I was in the living room with a karaoke machine singing. I always loved to dance growing up. And I kind of drifted away from it when I, lost my voice through conditioning and just different things that I experienced in life.
Yes, ma'am.
So I fell back in love with it,
Yeah.
I would say, within the past 2 years.
All right.
Yes.
And then did you just start immediately recording when you fell back in love with it? You just jump back to it?
So it started off as a healing process. It was a part of my spiritual journey, and I used to drive for Uber Eats, and I would just find myself putting on instrumentals.
Yes.
And I would just start to rap to the beat. Whatever I was needing to release at that moment, it came out in the car with me and Spirit on that beat. Okay.
Facts,
and I was like, this feels good,
Yes.
but also this is fire. And so I wanted to start sharing that with the world, and so I did to continue my healing, but also hold space for others who need to receive that in music.
Yeah, I couldn't. That's incredible because that's what I have been doing music for all this time. In fact, me and Mr. Antoine, we have these conversations all the time about when the money hits, we gonna be there, but we do it because of the love.
Yes.
Like for me, it's been therapy. Things where things are going great, and I just want to share that with the world. Somebody has triggered me, and instead of reacting negatively, I put it in art form. So this is what I could do, but instead I'm gonna run with what Divine has showed me. So I'm gonna run with that.
That's
So
right.
this is incredible to have somebody in here on that same level.
Yeah, for sure. It's necessary.
Yes, ma'am.
We need it.
And so, who were some of your influences in music back in the day?
India Ari for sure.
Ooh.
Erykah Badu for sure.
Yes.
Missy Elliott.
Oh, that's my girl.
Yeah.
I still pump her like she just came out.
Missy will forever be a legend.
Always.
Yeah.
Thank God for her and Timbaland. I kid you not. I love their music. And anybody else?
Kurt Franklin.
Because he's a game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he changed the game up. So, yeah, Kirk Franklin is definitely a good hit. Anybody else you got? Just main influences.
When I got older, I would say Londrell.
Whoa, that's a name you don't hear that much.
Yeah, and he needs to be talked about more often.
Ooh, you went hard on that. A lot of people don't even know about that.
You know,
Y'all
tap
look
in.
that up. Mandrey, look, he's real. He goes hard in the paint.
Yeah.
Y'all need to check that out. That's
Definitely,
a good one.
Yeah, definitely things we need for our soul coming through his music. Yeah.
Yeah, I slipped my mind myself. I ain't gonna lie. Thank you for bringing that up. I got to do it myself.
For sure.
So, when was that moment? When did it hit that you decided, okay, I want to turn this into a profession?
I would say September of last year. That was my first time performing. So September of 2024, I hit the stage at the Alkaline Festival. Shout out to T. Walker for letting me perform without even hearing my music. And I got on the stage and I performed and I was like, yo, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. I felt at home.
Go ahead. Hey, you part of the podcast too.
I wasn't a baby on the stage, but I was a baby when I was in the choir at church. That was my stage. That was my first stage.
Well, she sparked another good question. When you dream, people dream of this all the time. Like this, I want to be a singer. I want to be an entertainer. So like when you knew this was it for you and you getting ready to do it, like what did that moment look like when you said, oh, this is it. This is where I'm going with mine.
What did that look like? That's interesting because what comes up for me is it was more of a feeling. I think I continued to do what I was doing already. I didn't just go ahead and just jump right into it because I was like, oh, Spirit, this is different. This is new. This is a process for me.
Yes, ma'am.
But my soul, my heart was like, yo, we need to get on some tracks. Yo, we need to start going out to some shows and things like that. And so eventually I did start, signing up for shows. I signed up for some shows in Charlotte. And then from there, it just started to manifest.
Yeah.
And so I just kept showing up.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's a story that people need to hear because a lot of people think that, oh, everybody just off the gate. I got a contract. I'm jumping off. No. This takes work and time.
For sure.
It takes effort. It takes energy. It takes putting your mind, heart, and soul into it. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, if you don't feel your music or your craft you put out, how do you expect anybody else to?
Yeah, exactly. You got to fall in love with yourself first. Yeah. And I started doing Flow Fridays. I started doing that before I even did any other shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every Friday I hop on the beat and, have fun with it.
Well, that actually leads into my next question. Are you like currently doing shows and performing on a regular in the Charlotte area right now?
I am, yes. So you can always typically catch me at Words of Wisdoms, which is typically on Thursday. We got one coming up this Thursday on the 17th.
Okay.
Hosted by NY Spank. Shout out to Spank.
Spank.
Yep. I tap in a lot with Tap in Charlotte, the one civilian. Okay, so a lot of her shows I'm a part of. Matter of fact, I'm a part of the Tap in Movement tour. Will be in New York next month, May the 24th.
Oh, congratulations! Yeah, I got to tap in with the one Sevilla. I hadn't tapped in with her. Matter of fact, we usually chat here and there on the IG. I haven't talked to the one Sevilla in a second, so I need to tap in and get us on the show. But congratulations!
Thank you.
You said congratulations to mommy. Say, yay!
Yes, baby gotta be in the building. Yeah.
So have you met like what we would say mainstream or stars that's out there right now, the singers, and how was it when you met them, one, and then two, I'm gonna come back to this question, but were you starstruck? But let's start with, have you met any that you were just like, wow, I'm glad to meet you, and it was like an interesting meeting and conversation?
Not yet.
Enough said. Okay, so I guess that answers the next question. Have you been starstruck? So have you had any that like you met and they just piqued your interest?
As far as when we talking about local talent
artists.
or
Local or mainstream, local
Okay.
or big time performers,
Um,
either one. Indie or mainstream.
Okay. I would say because there's a lot of local who I'm just like, yes, baby. Okay. Siren Water is definitely one of them. That's my girl. I love her. Okay. First time I heard her, I was like, oh, that's La Fantasia. And I was like, girl, are you related to I asked her, I was like, are you related to Fantasia? She was like, no, but oh my goodness. I'm like, baby, yes.
I never even thought about it like that, but she does resemble her sound and her style.
Yeah.
I know that was a fire conversation.
I love her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Matter of fact, we're working on something together right now.
Keep us informed and bring it on here. Bring it on. It's the bottom line.
We'll do.
Yes.
We'll do. And honestly, there's a lot of people who I admire in the industry, especially a lot of the artists that I've been side by side on stage with. And so I don't really want to go into names because I might forget somebody.
Right. Yeah. I got you.
But who I want to meet, Erykah Badu. Stop. I mean, and it's like, I don't even think I'm going to get starstruck. I think it's just going to be like, baby, this divine. Like, come on, let's tap in.
Right.
Like, I know this is going to be magical.
Yeah.
I believe we all, have the same capabilities when it comes to just our essence of divinity. So I don't think I'm going to get starstruck, but I would love to have that encounter for sure.
Yeah, just to meet somebody like that and say, like, what is your creative process? Just to have that conversation would be incredible and amazing because she makes music that can go either way and it still is profound and you'd be like, man. And then the music, her band, they always line up the tracks good too. So that would definitely be profound meeting. I know that would. Oh my God, you hit something there.
It's because it's I think when you get to just a certain space in your journey in life, what you provide to the world is beyond, the surface. It's an energetic exchange, and just like even not hearing her music, being in her presence, it's I feel you.
Yes.
I needed that, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? Some people may not be able to explain it, but it's like, yeah, that's beyond this realm. And so those are the type of encounters that I love.
Right. Like even like to this day, like just earlier, I was like, I got to get in my mode. And I hit that Jill Scott and the baby just started kicking us. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. It's the vibe and the words that come out. It hits you and you say, you know what? No matter what, I can make it. My life was made golden. The Almighty made me that way. That's how I need to live. Yes. Quit looking at the circumstances with my physical eye and let my third eye see and put out what I'm supposed to be doing and getting. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Big frequency.
Speaking of frequency, when you're on stage performing, what is that vibe like for you?
Beyond clouds. Yes, it's hard to even explain. Like when I get off, I can't remember it, but I know how it feels. Yes, it's a divine intervention. It really is. When you get on there and you get in that zone and you tap into that creative aspect, that creative just energy field
takes over.
Yes. And I just be remembering getting off and I be like, that was so fun, and then just to engage with an audience, and just have that energetic exchange, just like vibrating and bouncing back and forth. It's just, it's magical. I love it.
Me
I love
too.
it.
Yeah. When it's a big performance like outside of something, it's like a vibe like, and I just jump out there because I want to entertain. At the same time, I want to check people's soul level. I want to check their mental health awareness and let them know, hey, people care. Yes. But like what we did at the Dub and Swap this past Friday, it was so intimate.
It was.
And it was just like you knew everybody because we were so close and in tune, and everybody was just lined up with it. And I just thought that was such an incredible vibe.
Yes, it was very beautiful. It was literally like a therapy session.
It really was.
Yeah.
It was.
I love stuff like that.
And so, like, while we're talking about that, the love and support that you get from your, and I say fans, but I say our people, professional-wise fans, like, how do you feel when they support you and stand behind you on your craft? Like, not just the people that you know, bless you, honey, not just the people that you know, but the fans that run with you that you've never met before.
And those be your biggest fans to be keeping the book.
Talk to them. Talk to them.
They be the ones who you don't know from a can of paint who really will support you. And I feel like I better keep going.
Yeah.
I better keep going.
Right.
Because it ain't just about me.
Amen.
I'm here for the collective, you know.
Preach.
I'm here on a mission, on an assignment. And so, yeah, I'm coming.
Yes.
And if you telling me keep going, I'm going, baby. I'm going to show up. Even when I don't feel like it, because I know that you here too.
I'm chiming in on that. It's been times when I've been pushing on this and I've been like, you know, the business side has aggravated me. And you keep on munching like that, you're going to have to share. Because that looks delicious. And I ain't had dinner yet, baby girl. Yeah. And it sounds like it tastes good. But I've had people that I didn't know hit me online. Recently, I had one hit me in SoundCloud, someplace, the Haka. It's way over there, like Japan, Asian area. I've never even heard of the place. I had to look it up. And just simply said, love your music. It's different. Keep doing what you're doing. We need that. And I was having a day that day. Like, I was just like, and I saw that. It was just like, keep it going, Drizzle.
Yes.
The people are hearing it. They loving it.
Yeah.
And when you got one person, that's all I need.
That's it.
One person that is inspired by my music, I'm going to keep doing it. Because I was automatically doing it just for therapy for me anyway. And for them to tap in and appreciate it and get understanding from it or to be motivated, that motivates me.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that definitely resonates, yes.
Yeah. So have you, like recently, have you had a fan just be like, thank you? And you know, it really hit, like, talk about that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm about to cry because the one that just came to mind was about a week ago. I was at my brother's listening party. Shout out to T. Walker. And I had a sister come up to me. She just ran up to me. And she was like, oh, my goodness. Like, I'm so proud of you. You've been doing your thing. Keep going. Like, I look at you and I be like, yes, I can do it, too. I can do it, too. And in my mind, sometimes I be like, hold on, do I know? But I'm like, I don't have to. She recognized, she heard, and she was aware. And sometimes I be feeling bad because I feel like I should have known, like, names and stuff. But it's like, no, this has nothing to do with it. But I just was like, sis, gratitude.
Yes.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Because I needed that, too. I needed that, too.
And that's what they don't realize. Yeah. Oh, you said something. That's what they don't realize. This hits us, too. This helps us, too. Yeah. Because, you know, we pouring our heart out and giving you all of us. And for you to reply back and say, appreciate that. Or, I was having a bad day. Thank you for your song. Or, yada, 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 yada. It's just like affirmation to keep doing what we're doing and to keep putting it out there for them because people really appreciate it and need it.
Yeah.
So I want to be the first to tell you, your music is amazing.
Thank you.
And I'm so glad that you decided to do it.
Thank you.
Like, that was one of my favorite performances this past weekend at Earn Your Wings. So
that means a lot. Yeah.
Hey, I really appreciated it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. And matter of fact, without further ado, because I know y'all like, man, what song, what music? You should have been there. Should have been there. But we're going to give y'all some snippets. So I got a couple of them pulled up, and we're going to bless the world with some of your magnificent creations. I was thinking, I didn't know which one you wanted to actually start with, so we got either Never Clout or The Abundance.
Let's start with the abundance mantra because I want to speak on it real quick before we play it.
Go ahead. Explain it.
A mantra, for those who don't know, is a thought tool. So it's something that we can utilize to help to reprogram our subconscious mind or mind in general.
Yes.
But the subconscious mind for sure, because we've all been conditioned, right? And so when we play something on a loop and we listen to it over and over, it allows us to reprogram things that are embedded in us that, you know, truly don't belong to us and truly that we may want to get rid of, such as the stigmas and the doubt and the fear and lack.
Yes.
And so this abundance mantra I created when I was in the process of reprogramming my subconscious mind from lack to abundance. And I had a bad relationship with money. So that's why it's about money, although abundance is beyond money.
Right.
That's what this one is catered to. So,
Okay. That's good. We're going to go ahead and kick into it. Ladies and gentlemen, by the one and only Jess, the Divine Hippie, Abundance Mantra. And I'm going to tell y'all, just kick back, let it do what it do. Just enjoy it and fall into it. It's a wonderful track.
Money flow to me like water. Pull up, got a brand new altar. Let's meditate and bring down the offerings. Celebrate the good life that we called in. Money flow to me like water. Pull up, got a brand new altar. Let's meditate and bring down the offerings. Celebrate the good life that we called in. Money flow to me like water. Pull up, got a brand new altar. Let's meditate and bring down the offerings. Celebrate the good life that we called in. Money flow to me like water. Pull up, got a brand new altar. Let's meditate and bring down the offerings. Celebrate the good life that we called in. Money flow to me like water. Pull up, got a brand new altar. Let's meditate and bring down the offerings. Celebrate the good life that we called in. Money flow to me like water. Money flow to me like water.
Hey.
Okay.
Come on, right here, a remix. Money flow to me like drizzle.
Like, ooh, all right now. Come through.
Ooh, huh?
Come through now.
Coming from the skies above. Let me stop. 'Cause, you know, I be done made a whole song in here now.
We might have to create
that
something.
that is incredible. No words. Some things that you just ain't got no words for. There's no need to even speak on it. Speaking of, we're gonna go to Never Clout. Now, what is that? I'm interested to see what's the storyline behind this one.
Yeah, so Never Clout really dives into me reflecting on when I surrendered on my spiritual journey and really understanding that all of this is a part of my spiritual journey and that I'm really not doing it for clout. I'm really doing it to connect to the divine supreme. You know, I'm chasing God, never clout. And so I just want that to be clear because don't be looking for me to be doing nothing extra. Don't be looking for me to be showing up, you know, any type of way that, you know, most may to get clout. No, I'm coming, you know, just as me with the divine. That's it.
Now, how does that? Oh, you got something to say, baby girl?
Yeah, babe. What?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna ask some questions after this. I'm gonna go ahead and play the song, and then I got some questions.
For sure.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Never Clout, Just the Divine Hippie.
Rock Legion. That boy is Benny Hanna.
Ain't no more going back to the old me. Sat and held by my lonely. So fuck you, I owe me. Did this with my OG. Yeah, G-O-D. I'm the generator, operator, designer of my reality. No, I would never give in. I could not forfeit the peace. Took all of my falls on the chin. Now I'm standing 10 toes when I speak. If you doubting yourself, go within. You a God, you was destined to win. Ain't no limits, I am that I am. See it, speak it, and then write it down. Bring it from the ethers to the ground. 432 hertz speed of sound. Yeah. Queen City, hometown. Ayy, east side, out of wild, yeah. I ran in the clouds, big God, energy real loud. Remember the day I surrendered, I fell on my knees to the ground. I'm chasing God, never cloud. Chasing God, never cloud. Remember the day I surrendered, I'm chasing God, never cloud. Chasing God, never cloud. Chasing God, never cloud. Remember the day I surrendered, I'm chasing God, never cloud. I invite you to release
And I said,
control.
I'm a touch in right there where you just left off, because that's actually what I was going to ask you about. Mm-hmm. How is it when you're in the industry today and you come with this uncut, raw, spiritual sound, as opposed to everything that's out there today? You know, the majority of it is just watered down and it's the same thing on repeat. Mm-hmm. So how is it when you're interacting bringing this music and this creativity to the game?
There's some standoffish reaction, but as I continue, it resonates with everybody, you know, because it's like, although I'm speaking, you know, positive things, I'm also coming from a place that a lot of people can resonate with, because I'm talking about, you know, what I've been through. I'm talking about it ain't always peaches and cream, you know, but we gonna make it through because we gods and goddesses.
That's right.
You know, and so it's something that may take time for some to, you know, dive into, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, for many, it's like, okay, yeah, this shit rock.
Yeah, right.
I could listen to this still, about my head still twerk, but I'm healing at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to bring to him, because I was like, this is what's needed right here. This is incredible, and it's like being in your own lane, kind of like, if you would, Kendrick Lamar battling the whole rap industry, because he's bringing actual understanding. And if you go back to his first albums, you know, he was coming out the streets, but then he got understanding, he got enlightened, and now we got the Kendrick that we got today, but he's still hitting.
Yeah.
And so it's like, that's why I wanted to bring that point clear, because people need to understand this is really where we're at. We learned this other side, this other materialism and whatnot, excessiveness. But this is really where we're supposed to be with it.
Yeah, and we got to be real about, you know, the content that is running the music, or was running, because we shifting, baby.
Yes.
But was running the music industry, you know, also the culture.
Yeah.
We got to be real that it's not beneficial for our lives. It's not beneficial for our minds. It's not beneficial for, you know, what it's teaching us to do.
Right.
And so when we can accept that and really understand that, you know, we don't got to follow suit because it's not helping, it's harming, you know, then we can be real with ourselves and take on the role of, you know, healing and loving on each other. Because, baby, if ain't nobody going to do it, you know, we got to do it for ourselves.
Hey, man, girl, you better talk that talk. Hold on. You better talk that talk. Oh, my goodness. That was incredible. I thank you for that. That part right there.
Yeah, for sure.
And while we're there, we might as well go on into the new release. The new release, new on It's the Bottom Line podcast.
Okay.
Go ahead and explain to everybody your new song, Slow Life Down.
So besides an artist, I'm also a meditation and breathwork guide.
Okay.
And I tapped into those modalities because I was experiencing chronic depression, chronic anxiety. And in this fast-paced life, I had to learn that it's very necessary to slow down sometimes, actually daily,
yes, ma'am.
You know, to tap in with yourself. And so this is a piece reminding us that we do need to slow life down. We're not missing out on anything.
Right.
And when we do slow down is when we actually find peace that we thought was, you know, unattainable.
Yes. And to tap in on that real quick, I've had to go back to doing what I know.
Yeah.
So it's like with everything going on with all these tariffs and everything, I got cleaned out my backyard, and I actually have a little gardening area. So I literally just started going back to doing what my grandparents used to do, and growing my own fruits and vegetables. I ain't got to worry about no chemicals. I ain't got to worry about paying $50 for one grape. I got it. I grew it. It's from the earth. It's mine. I don't have to worry about nothing. So it's like you got to go back to that. And me as a licensed and certified peer support, and being back into getting to my spirituality, I'm on that same wavelength. And it's times you got to detach. You can't help everybody. If you ain't got yourself together and you're not healthy, then you're not going to be able to do for anybody anyway.
Exactly.
You know? So we're going to go ahead and get into this Slow Life Down. Just a snippet. Y'all going to have to go on all platforms and get the whole shebang. Jess, the divine hippie. Slow Life Down.
Sometimes in life it's best to just slow shit down. Just the divine being. Slow life down for a while.
down for a while, my child. Slow life down for a while. Oh, peace shall be found. Yeah, it's time to be your own peace. Go deep inside, fall in love, and just let it be. You connected to the one source. Anything you think you need, it's already yours. So while you out here trying to figure it out, know the answers lie within, that's without a doubt. Just keep seeking, and ye shall find. Know you co-creating daily right inside your mind. So slow life down for a minute. Don't be ashamed of what you've been through. It's all part of the healing. Pressing you to be the real you. So go ahead with your resilient ass. Never giving up, but over giving ass. Had to learn to set boundaries to protect yourself. And ever since you chose you, it's been going well. Well, despite the pain of letting go of all the things you used to hold on to cope with strain. No, you're not insane. It's just a part of the process. And it'll never go in vain. So slow life down for a while. Slow life down for a while, my child. Slow life down for a while. Oh, peace.
Yes. Jess is doing it, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
This was the one that when you hit it, I was like, oh man, okay, because I like the other ones you performed, but when you was like at the show, yeah, this is the one I'm getting ready to drop, and I was just like, oh man, it spoke right to my soul, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, then it's the Healing Festival. You gotta slow life down, and I was already saying to myself, I'm running. It's time to slow life down and get everything back in order again. Beautiful song.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Spirit, ain't nothing but spirit.
So, what does Miss Divine Hippie have coming up next? Shows, music. Talk to us.
Yes, for sure. So I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to run it back. Oh, my goodness. Thursday, the 17th, is going to be Words of Wisdom in Charlotte at the Art Factory at 8 p.m. Pop out for a night full of R&B, poetry, and affirmation music.
Okay.
This weekend, the 19th through the 20th, I'll be performing and hosting a guided meditation at the Love Mother Earth celebration.
Okay.
And that's at the Land of Abundance in Yadkinville. And
Okay,
it's a
Yadkinville.
family-friendly festival. Yes, it's going to be amazing. I'm super excited for that. And I honestly got to look at my calendar.
That's all right. Take your time. While you're doing that, I actually want to go back. That track is more of a feeling than a song.
Yeah.
So where did that vibe come from?
Yeah, okay. So this came to me actually when I was on a family vacation. I was sitting out by the water on a swing at Hilton Head Island. And at that time, I really needed to be in that space of peace. I really needed to unwind. And, you know, it just came through for me. And Spirit was just like, slow life down. And so I actually recorded a reel and was just singing it while I was rocking on the chair.
Okay.
And it just channeled through. And when I did, I wasn't even planning on creating a full song.
Right.
I just sung that slow life down portion. And people were like, oh my goodness, thank you for posting this. This hit me exactly where I needed it. I needed to hear this right now.
Yes.
And, you know, I had people wanting to sample it and everything. And I was like, okay, I got to expound. I got to do a full track for this for sure. And yeah, so
that was actually going to be like more of a mantra. You wasn't even planning on making it a whole track.
It was just me sharing that I needed to slow down, and maybe you do too. I just put it on social media, and
it hit.
Yeah.
Because, social media needs to slow down. So, when it hit them, it was like,
oh, Mama Sweet.
Oh, my gosh, she's right. I need to slow life down.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I'm probably going to be pumping that the rest of the week. It's been in my head since Friday anyway.
So many people have been waiting for me to release that. I'm ready to drop it.
I was glad to hear it. This is my second time hearing it, y'all. So let's see. Did you get to the calendar?
I did,
What you got for us?
So also on April the 19th, I'll be going live on IG for a Women in Wellness interview with Miss Acuna. Okay, on Acuna is Present. Okay. And then on the 25th, next Friday, I'm going to be a part of the Charlotte Fest.
Ooh.
Okay. Yes, that's going to be in Charlotte, of course, in Charlotte. At, where is it?
I looked it up. It's been a second, though. It was maybe last week, and I can't remember myself
I know,
where,
it's
but
like
I was like,
something 6.
yeah, yeah. Because I was like, I need to tap in with them about it, and I've been ripping and running. I need to slow life down.
Right.
So,
Okay, it'd be like that.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, y'all, all of it is pinned on my social media on IG. But yeah, the Charlotte Fest is on the 25th. That's always a vibe when they come to the city.
Mm-hmm.
They're based out of Atlanta. And then on the 26th, I'm going to be a part of the 4K Community Day, which is going to be an amazing space for healing. A lot of big heavy hitters in the industry are going to be out there.
Okay.
The Baby's label is showing up, and I think 4K is their new artist, so it's going to be their community day. And then the Flay Company is going to be out there. I love them.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll be out there actually with the table. I'll be sharing information about breath work. I'll be doing free breath work sessions.
Yeah.
And just spreading the word about my nonprofit, Mankind Meditation.
All right. And you said that's when again?
That is on the 26th
of
April. Yep. This month.
Okay. We might need to try to tap into that and see what's going on.
From 11 to 3.
11 to 3.
Yes.
Okay, duly noted. We'll be looking into it. So, what would be, on a closing note, somebody who wants to do this business, what would be your words of inspiration to them?
Continue to do it from the heart. Don't do anything that doesn't resonate with you deeply, and show up as yourself authentically every single time. That's it. As long as you've been authentic, everything that is supposed to align with you will. Yeah, and keep going, baby. Don't let them detour you from anything. Don't let them tell you that you're supposed to be somewhere else, that you're supposed to be doing something else, that it's not going to work out, because it's not the traditional way of life for most people. If it's resonating with you, if you know that is your passion and it makes your heart melt, you better keep going, or I'm going to come get you.
There it is. I might come with her 2 times.
Okay.
Hey, that was a beautiful. Thank you for that word to the people, because we need more people getting inspired and telling their stories out here. So thank you, and thank you for being on the show.
I'm honored. Thank you so much for having me.
It was a blessing having you. We really appreciate you coming. And so, everybody, it's been a wonderful show. Again, thank Miss Jess, the Divine Hippie. Go check out her music. All platforms?
All platforms.
All platforms. You can't miss. It's some wonderful tracks. It's some wonderful words, inspiring words. You can't lose, so go check it out. And we thank you for tuning in. Your host with the most, Mandrey, Mandrizzle Davis. Oh, my bad, I forgot. And thank you, baby, Miss Goddess, for being on the show, too.
Yes.
You're welcome. I love it, man. The kids are the future. Y'all better keep that in mind.
Okay, don't leave them out.
That's right. Thank you. Another episode. It's the bottom line. And your host.